This is Nate, the Vinyl Guide, and we are here in wonderful Tokyo, Japan, here at the Shibuya crossing. And we are here in a town of 18 million people, lots of them loving entertainment and music, and we are here to look for records. What better place to start? Oh my goodness, you guys see what I see? Yeah, let's walk this direction. Oh my goodness, great googly moogly, look at this place. Oh my goodness, Tower Records in Shibuya. How many stories and floors is this? I have no idea, but this is incredible. One of the 80 or so Tower Records that exists in Japan. Nowhere else on the planet, I don't think, has a Tower Records anymore. So let's go inside and take a look. Oh, look at this. This is a replica of the famous Shibuya dog, Hachiko. This was a dog who was so loyal to its owner that after the owner died, he still showed up at the Shibuya train station for 9 years waiting for his owner to arrive. So quite a touching tale, but today we are going to look for vinyl. Let's go. It's just right in the front door here. And I can see already here, well, here's some cheapo turntables. I'm not sure that record's supposed to be turning that fast, but yeah, that is a good sign. Let's see what else they have here, all right, shall we? All right, well, here is the information section on the different floors that Tower Records has, and it looks like there are 9 different levels here. I just came off of the number 1. Here I'm on number 2, which is the Tower Records Cafe. And it's not just a cafe, mind you. It has all sorts of books. This is like one of the old Tower Books shops. So there is a cafe. You can get a cup of coffee, but you can also get all sorts of magazines and all sorts of tchotchkes around here. So yeah, more than just a cafe here on level 2 of the Shibuya Tower Records shop. Let's see which level we should go to next. I don't know much about J-pop or K-pop. I know about rock, so maybe we go check out levels 5 and 6. Shall we? Alrighty, here we go. Alright, here we are coming up on level 5 in the Shibuya Tower Records. Look at this place. It is huge. Oh, there's the Tower Records documentary. Here are the listening stations. You can see they're broken up. There's the new Red Hot Chili Peppers album. A whole display of David Bowie, his work, and of course here are many more releases. Oh my gosh, Carl Barthos Communication. Oh, ex-Kraftwerk member. Now you can see here that the majority of the music here is available on CD and DVD. That's really the primary medium here. Let's see if we can find some vinyl records around the shop. All right, I was told vinyl records would be around here, and here they are. All right, quite the rack here. See several hundred stuffed in here, and a few up there on the walls. Let's take a look at what they have. This sign, I'm not sure what that means. I'm guessing new arrivals, perhaps. Let's thumb through this. Oh, here's the Beatles. Here is David Bowie. Just for your reference here, the titles and the prices here, we're looking at about 3,000 yen, which is roughly 32 US dollars, something like that. 40 Australian. So, I guess decent prices. They're not trying to gouge you too much here. It's pretty much on par with other parts of the world. You'll see the prices go a little bit up and down. For instance, this Motorhead is about maybe 20% more. So, getting on 35 US dollars. Seems to have some pretty standard titles, stuff that you would find in other new record chains, although there aren't that many record chains around. But nothing, what I'm saying is nothing entirely unexpected here. I wasn't expecting rare records necessarily. This is not, Tower Records is not a used record shop. It is just a volume dealer. So if you need something relatively common, you could always come to Tower Records. If you want something obscure or used or collectible, yeah, you probably want to look at a different shop. Here's a Led Zeppelin Presents reissue. again, about 3,000 yen. Ooh, John Frusciante. I have not seen this one. I may want to look at that one a little bit more. Love me some John Frusciante. Some of the other stuff here, yeah, pretty standard titles. Garbage reissues. Ziggy Stardust. Zeppelin reissue, Stone Roses. I've got a few box sets here on the side, stuffed in here, and looking at some of the records they have here. I guess one thing I don't like about it is there's so many records, they stuff them all in here, and it's hard to flip through them. Record sellers, this is a bit of advice. Don't do this. It's a pain in the butt, and you end up getting your product all bent up, or buyers just walk out in frustration. Look at this. This is a mess. I'm not even going to attempt that. So yeah, all right. So the rock records seem to be priced as expected here. And there's the extra stock down here. And then, of course, there are the cheapo, crapo turntables right here that I would never let into my house unless it's to be destroyed. All right, so that is level 5 of the Shibuya Tower records. Let's go up to level 6, which is the groove section, which is R&B and jazz and blues, stuff that's kind of my speed. All right, let's head up there now. All right, so before I got too far out the door, I'm still on level 5, I saw this old friend, a cassette rack. My goodness, I haven't seen these in years, and some of the titles here are ones that I used to have a long time ago in my car. All right, 808 State, this is 1,800 yen, which is, about 20 US dollars as the exchange rate goes at the moment. Oh, here we go. Here's another one that was on heavy rotation for many years of my life. Oh, that's a bit pricey. That's vinyl pricing here. But again, it's Marilyn Manson, Antichrist Superstar on cassette. You're not going to find that every day, so if you wanted it, you're going to have to pay for it. All right, let's keep going to level 6, shall we? All right, here we go. Level 6 at the Shibuya Tower Records. Again, same kind of layout. You can see all the walls back there. And oh my goodness, we found the record spot. And ooh, oh my God, is that a Miles Davis Basquiat cover? Let's see, it's 3,000 yen, which is roughly 32 US bucks. Oh, that looks pretty cool. All right, so let's flip through this little jazz section right here. We're going to start with the Blue Notes. They're priced a little bit higher than the rock. You'll see them here at about 5,000 yen, which about 50, a little over 50 US dollars maybe. They got some great titles here. Ooh, this Lee Morgan one. I just saw this one in Warbler Records in Santa Barbara. Of course, an original pressing of this is going to set you back about $2,000. So this one here that's about 50 bucks is probably the only one that I will ever get my hands on. Flipping through here. So, see, the Blue Note knows how to reissue these things. J.R. Montrose, this album, again, you'll probably pay $2 or $3 grand for it if you could ever find a copy. Here's a nice reissue here on Japanese vinyl for roughly 50 bucks. Let's see here, there's some Hank Mobley. Very good. Wayne Shorter. Ah, look at this. You could just crate dig through the very top. You don't even have to really flip through them here. Horace Silver. Brilliant. Okay, yeah. Again, roughly 50, a little over 50 US dollars. Some non-Blue Note jazz. Yeah, they got some really, really good stuff here. All right. Well, there's a Blue Note. But, here's a Coltrane Prestige. That one's a little bit dearer. That one's probably closer to 60 bucks. And some vocals. Oh, blues. Okay, what do they got? Blues. Oh, here we go. My man, John Lee Hooker. 30 bucks. For the John Lee Hooker. Oh, here's a Magic Sam. Yeah, well, about 30 US dollars. 30, between 30 and 35 US dollars. Magic Sam Live. That's a great album. Gary Clark. Oh, here was one of the RSD John Lee Hooker LPs. Yep, about 35 US dollars. Robert Johnson. But they keep reissuing these. Hard to tell which one's the definitive version. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they just reissued this one. This is a tremendous LP. If it was originally on the Galaxy imprint, Fantasy Records. If you can find one of these, you're in great shape. An original pressing, either stereo. Well, generally the mono one, that'll run you close to $1,000. A stereo one will run you maybe about half that. This is a tough one to get, and in good shape even. So here you could have a repress for about $25 US. Looks like there's some 10-inch. Ooh, the roulette sides. Ooh, that's one that I've been kind of keeping my eye out for. I may take that with me. Good to know it's here. All right, let's see what else they have on this floor. Oh my, oh yeah, here we go. The ugliness. Again, if you're paying $50 or $70 for a record, do not play it on one of these. Okay, it'll ruin your records. You do have some accessories here. Looks like some vinyl inserts, some protectors and whatnot. But the best way to protect your records is not to play them on one of these things. Ugh. Get something decent, peoples. All right, let's see what else there is, shall we? You know, I gotta say, even though this is the Vinyl Guide podcast, I'm fascinated by the CDs here in Japan. I mean, really, each one of them, they take so much care in terms of recreating it and having the Obi strip here with the information and really having a quality package. You know, it's really kind of fun to look at the CDs as well. And they have such great titles here on CD. You don't see these sort of CDs all over the place. Like, when's the last time you've seen, you know, Hoodoo Man Blues on CD? I mean, you really have to go to like an Amoeba Records or some major chain in order to be able to get a brilliant record like this, even on CD. I also see all sorts of really interesting. I just love the packaging that they have here. You know, they look to recreate the album, the original album art, exactly, or as close to it as they can. And they just come out with these brilliant little packages. It just makes me want to take some of these home, even though I don't even think I own a CD player, but these are just so cool, I just want to own one. So even if you are a record snob like me, these sort of CDs, these sort of packages are just absolutely fascinating, and you could really only find them again at a brilliant store like Tower Records here. So, all right, enough of hanging out in the CD department. I'm going to go broke here if I stay here much longer. All right, let's find some records, shall we? All right, so I didn't ask anybody on this level where the records are, but if it's the same space as the rock one, here we go. That's right. I was correct. My detective skills are well honed. It's a lot smaller here on level 6 than it was on level 5, but of course we had the jazz section as well. Let's take a look at some of these records here. Any interesting titles? Again, they've stuffed them in here, so it's really hard to pull them out and to look at them in any detail. Let's see, what do I have here? Yeah, the prices here are a little bit cheaper than the jazz ones, about comparable to the rock records. Here it is, Prince 1999 double album for about, what is that, $41 US, something kind of close to that. Again, I'm estimating here because the exchange rate fluctuates here. All right, James Brown at the Apollo. Yep, about $45 US. And here's one. Hopefully, it's a rare one for our listeners here. Hopefully, none of you guys have that. But if you do, you're in the process of breaking it. Yeah, about $30 for a Justin Bieber record. Nobody should do that. Go buy yourself some beer. You'll enjoy it a lot more. What do we got here? Chic. Got some Nile Rodgers. Yeah, look, got some decent stuff. But again, these are all represses. These are not originals, but nor did I expect to find originals here. Here we go. Funkadelic. 4 Men with Beards repress. About 25 or about $30 US. All right, so it's so currently it looks like we've got quite a selection here. Again, we are talking about a series of represses. I never expected to find anything used or collectible necessarily here. But of course, we're about good music, whether it's a repress or it's an original pressing. Although I like those original pressings, and those always have interesting stories for them. A repress will do when you can't get the original. All right, so that's it. Oh, all right, Boogie Down Productions. There's a good one. $30. All right, so that's it from me. This is the vinyl guide here at the Shibuya Tower Records. Again, it's just great to be inside a Tower Records. This is where I spent so much of my youth. My friend Chuck and I used to go to Tower Records sometimes 2 or even 3 nights a week and check out new music. It was always open until midnight, which was great. Worked in our schedule. We could pop by any time, see what there was, see the new releases, check out the new stuff, always come home with something. And it's just great to be inside of Tower Records again, because Tower is just such a phenomenon. So many people love this chain, and I'm glad to see it celebrated again with the movie All Things Must Pass, and of course with its presence here in Japan and about 80 different shops across the country. So that's it for me for this video anyway. I'm going to keep looking and keep crate digging around Asia and around the world. If you want to see more, make sure you like our Facebook feed, facebook.com/vinylguide. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/vinylguide. Of course, subscribe to our podcast, all about records and the stories behind them, www.thevinylguide.com, and you could always email me, Nate, N-A-T-E, @thevinylguide.com. All right, for the Vinyl Guide podcast, broadcasting here from wonderful Tokyo, Japan, I'm signing out. Till next time, keep spinning. Cheers.